A person literally rely on their attire, just as horses rely on saddle. Changing outfits means changing clothes. In Tower of Fantasy, changing outfits means changing bodies. This is a scene of us arriving at the Astra shelter. Clean yourself up first. This attire is quite messy. Zeke asked us to change our outfits. Then we changed our bodies directly. It's also very common in the game. It's just a simple appearance customization system. But in Tower of Fantasy, it's not that simple anymore. Recently, the new version in ours is coming soon. Many people are discussing that there is water pressure in the deep sea. Can the protagonist withstand the pressure without a mecha? So here's the question. Are the humans in the Tower of Fantasy the same as the humans we know? From our perspective today, the humans we know of have fully formed limbs and are primarily composed of flesh. Because current prosthetic technology is not advanced enough, the human body is much more flexible than machines. And there's also no mature genetic technology. But what about decades or even centuries from now? Will humans still rely mainly on their physical bodies? In Meroria, we can see many people undergoing partial limb enhancements. They do this in order to unlock stronger power. They are not born with disabilities. Instead, they underwent modifications to gain power beyond their physical limitations. Nowadays, to get stronger power, humans choose to develop exoskeleton technology to enhance human abilities. But as technology continues to advance, when prosthetics can be superior to your own flesh, will you still cling to the belief that the flesh is the only path? The world of Tower of Fantasy exists in an era where physical body cannot be completely abandoned, but partial modification of limbs has become the norm. The reason for I explored this because Tower of Fantasy attempts to explain these things through its setting. For example, the space rift in Tower of Fantasy. Disintegrate the person's body, and then add another space rift. Reassemble the body parts in the correct sequence. Now that we can disassemble it, what would happen if we reassemble the parts in a different order? It will become simulacrum, as long as you know the order. In theory, you can become anyone. Actually, this setting indirectly explains why the protagonist can transform into a simulacrum image. Because human beings can be broken down. As long as they are recombined, it is all right. The same principle applies to Astra's appearance customization system. By breaking down the original body, and then reassembling it according to the altered template, this forms a new body. This setting is actually quite absurd. In Tower of Fantasy's appearance customization, changing outfits is not just about fashion. Let's take a look at a few outfits. Did you notice? It's clear that the body here is no longer flesh. All limbs have been partially mechanized. Normally, character customization systems in games belong to gameplay mechanics, a system that was created because of the customization of the game. However, Tower of Fantasy wants to give it a reasonable setting. So, are the humans in Tower of Fantasy really normal humans? Based on the current situation, the characters in Tower of Fantasy don't seem to have their bodies and heads remodeled very often. It's normal for other parts of the body to be remodeled. So applying our current knowledge to future humans could lead to some problems. In some science fiction works, it's not goods that are being bought and sold anymore. Instead, it's blueprints that are being created. Once you have a blueprint, you can create anything. So don't worry about whether the main characters can withstand the water pressure or not, because there's a good chance that they're not even human. Looks like the future works are going to feel pretty mystical. Like the Gundam Seed series. People are born as new types by changing their DNA. Then they can also have exciting battles with their newfound powers. And then when it comes to the 00 series, it is already diving deep into quantum mechanics. What will future humans look like? Sometimes it feels like it's all just imagination. As NPC said in Tower of Fantasy, any sufficiently advanced technology will look like magic. So do you still remember what the slogan of Tower of Fantasy is? Embark on an adventure with your imagination. That's all for this episode. Follow Xiaofeng for more content. Experience a unique Tower of Fantasy.